Yeah, so recently I quit my job to be a creative entrepreneur, content creator, marathon runner, hybrid athlete, and brand owner. I know that's a mouthful, but more on that in future videos. So this will be my third marathon I have ever done. The first marathon, I just came down with a sinus infection like a week before the race and was just like near death on the actual race day because I just couldn't breathe, snot, just like sinus infection, headache, woke up just feeling horrible. Not that I had the best marathon block, but that did not help. And because of that, I ran that marathon in like literally 4 hours and 30 minutes. Like crashed out bad, legs, full body cramp, couldn't breathe, snot coming out the nose. It was an ugly sight. And that was probably the worst I've ever felt physically. Like I literally felt like I was dying. So that one was just a bad one. And then the second marathon prep that I did for my second marathon, did a lot better and just felt like way more dialed in, and did that second marathon in 3 hours and 45 minutes, or 3 hours and 43 minutes was my official time. The transitions that I'm gonna make from the lessons I learned from that second marathon, where I did feel a little more dialed in, it was a better, test of where my fitness was. The transition from the second one to the third one, I feel like it's just nutrition and diet is like a huge thing. I feel like in the second marathon that I did, after I would do long runs or like whatever, I just kind of wasn't eating good. I was eating bad on the weekends and just kind of pigging out. Ultimately, I just was recovering slower, felt worse on runs, wouldn't eat the right nutrition to like refuel my body and recover for the following week. And I've already noticed a difference just like into the second week. I've been running prior to this marathon prep like 3-4 miles, every day, every other day. So it's not like I just like went cold turkey after my second marathon. I've been running continuously because I do enjoy running. But obviously once you're going into a marathon prep, those miles start to tick up. There's more intentionality. So now with this third marathon, just better nutrition, also just hydrating more before I go on a run. In my second marathon, I would literally take a sip of water and then go run, 8 miles for the day. And ultimately that just leads to a better marathon prep overall, just making sure that no stone was left unturned, so that at the end of this third marathon, I can truly feel proud of what my body accomplished and not letting myself down throughout the marathon prep, and actually like leaving the third marathon feeling like I did everything I possibly could, which in the prior ones, I knew I cut corners, that feeling. And when you're down, 22 miles and your body's like falling apart, you're just thinking to yourself, fuck, I wish I didn't eat that. Shit, I wish I didn't do this. Or like, I wish I slept better, all the things. And I just do not want to feel that anymore. And that just comes with learning, failing, and, gets you to that point now. So my goal is to hit 3 hours and 25 minutes. A miracle would be to be under that. I'm not a fast runner yet, but this is kind of the stepping stone to get to that sub 3 mark that is, considers you fast, if you will. Obviously, if you're under that, you're like, to me, you're stupid fast. But that 3 hour range is definitely like the gold standard nowadays for being a decently fast marathon runner. So this is week 2, going into week 3, and knocking out these training sessions. Okay, love you. So this is week 2 of the marathon prep. Last week was good, kind of just like easy. This week is kind of easy too. So this one, I think is 5.62 miles. It's nothing crazy. It's like a 5-mile warm up, and then just like 4 point something miles at easy pace, and then like a 5-mile cool down. So nothing crazy. It's a beautiful day outside. So actually, it's kind of getting a little warm. So get a good sweat. Nothing crazy. And then tomorrow will be like a 7-miler, and then Sunday, because today's Friday, and then Sunday will be a 9.3. So it's just getting up there little by little and just kind of chipping away. But yeah. Gotta get them electrolytes. EP.1, 500 milligrams of sodium.
What's this for?
Just trying to stay hydrated. Something I didn't do well in the past was I would kind of just freaking raw dog my runs. Literally take like a sip and then run out the door. And that was
never a good idea.
Yeah. So for people that don't know about electrolytes, if you run without it, what's the difference if you ran with it?
You just don't retain the water. You know, you kind of just sweat all those electrolytes out, potassium, sodium, all that stuff leaves your system. And ultimately you're gonna crash out. Your muscles are depleted. So this kind of just keeps those glycogen stores up, keeps you actually hydrated. Because people think they just drink water, you know, and they're hydrated, but it's like you have to have the electrolytes that you actually hold on to that water. Especially on a warm day. Now it's getting warm, so you gotta sweat.
I'm well, here it's fine if you got the time and the to get.
Something I didn't do before either was cool down. Probably should have done that more because it just helps you recover for the next day. It's like the most obvious thing. I played sports, I played soccer. We would do a cool down, but you know, you get older, you get lazier. You're just ready to move on after the run, but that's a little 5-minute cool down. Kind of bring the pace down, bring your heart rate down. It's made a difference. I've noticed it. So for anyone that's starting, just try to start doing it. It definitely helps. Ooh. Ooh. That was a good one, right? All right, yeah, just wrapped up 5.85. So, you know, in these earlier weeks, it's like, you want to go slow. I feel like something I did wrong in the past was like just going out too fast and like kind of, you know, running 6-7 miles off the rip. Like thinking I was fucking Superman, but like, yeah, just going slower. Like even next week, I think for week 3, I think like the Tuesday on the training program is like 3.85 miles, which is like really low. Like miles in the bank. We got another one tomorrow. I think it's like 7 miles, and then Sunday's a little longer, 9 miles. So step by step, chipping away, brick by brick. So I'm in the process of building our own socks for our brand Havoc, and this is kind of why, like, I have like these are normal kind of ankle running socks. They hit like right here, and then by the time you're running, it's like damn near down here. And then sometimes you have like a long crew sock and it's like mad long up here, and you gotta like scrunch it down because it just looks like a damn soccer sock once it's on your foot. So something we did with this one, it's actually a 13.5 centimeter tube. So it kind of hits like right in that perfect spot. So if you had a crew sock or an ankle sock, it kind of hits like right in the middle, which is like my favorite. I always scrunch like my Nike sock down or whatever to hit that point. And these just already come like that. So like once you have it on your actual ankle, it hits like the perfect kind of length, as you can see. And then we got persistent patience on the back. I've been saying that since I was like 18 in high school. Kind of like the old phrase, the old like meme of the guy like hitting, you know, he's like underground trying to get to the gold, and then the guy turns around. It's like that persistent patience that keep on chipping away at that wall till it breaks. So that's kind of where that comes from. Havoc logo on the front, Havoc word mark on the toe. And yeah, just kind of that length, that perfect length for a running sock, I feel like.
So far, when you put them to the test, how does it feel when you put them into action?
Yeah, I feel like running in the socks, just like a light sock. We're going into summertime, so having just like a lightweight sock instead of like a thick cotton sock, kind of like this one. This is a great sock, but it's just like good for the fall, winter, and this is like perfect for the summer. Just lightweight, doesn't get like full of sweat, and just stays dry.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Wake him up, just like a little bit of coffee. Getting this chicken is salty. Brush the haters off.
That is a wrap on the second week of training. Got some really great photo and video projects done for some clients, and have a really cool New Balance commercial that I'm shooting this weekend that I'm going to take the camera along for me and document that entire process and show a New Balance running commercial that me and some friends are getting together to create. So we'll document that stuff, and that'll probably be in this upcoming video. So really appreciate you guys watching. Lots more to come from this channel. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you in the next one.